Let's talk holiday. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with a live video. What up, Rich? What is going on? Hey, I'm just want to get on live and see who was out here and talk about nothing. Um, Excited about Christmas vacation coming up. Got one more day, not tomorrow, but Friday. And I'll be on vacation for a week. So what is going on, Rich? You got your Christmas shopping all done? Your stockings are full. Your presents are under the tree. Do you have a tree? We don't. We don't. Oh, matter of fact, I got to bring the tree up today. We normally have a live tree, but we got this cat this year, this little kitten, and my wife didn't want to put the tree up, the live tree up. Thought the cat would be licking the sap and drinking the water and all kinds of havoc on this live tree. So we're going to put up a faux tree. I'm going to put up a faux tree this year and put up, I guess, like at the last minute, so that it's less time for the cat to poke around and mess around with things. But yeah, just want to come out here and say hello to everyone. Say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. If you don't celebrate anything, happy vacation days if you get some time off. Rich says you still got some finishing up to do. Yeah, I think we're all done with shopping. I think my wife has one of those Secret Santa things at work where they draw names, and so she's got to go get some of those things. But I have a box full of presents over here. I just need to wrap up. I have the day off. What's going on, Jason? Merry Christmas. I got to wrap up the gifts. What did you guys ask for Christmas? Do you guys give a list? Do you guys make some suggestions, or do you just like to be surprised? Um, my household doesn't do well with surprises. Um, we don't surprise well, so we have to tell each other what we want. Otherwise, you're going to be you're going to be pleasantly unsurprised. Happy holidays, sightings on 18 wheels. Um, so I don't know when I growing up, I used to always wonder why does the dads always get just some socks or some a tie and all those things. And now I know because we can buy whatever we want to buy, right? We look behind me. You got every toy, everything you can imagine. The loved ones close to you, what can they give you that you don't already have, right? So we typically, and I've learned to do that. I ask, they was like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "I don't need anything. What do you want?" I don't really want anything. I mean, I've won a lot of things, but you're not going to be able to afford it, right? They're not asking that question, right? So and so I lost like 40 pounds, went from 38 waist. I thought it was 36, but I have one pair of 38, which I started to grow into. And so I'm down to a 32 waist. So I said, well, I need a new belt, need a couple of belts. So if you feel you just have to have me unwrap some gifts, um, I need some new belts because all my belts are too big and they're frayed at the tip, right? Because you've been changing all sizes over the years, and so belts was what I put on my list, and gloves. It gets cold up here. I'm always losing gloves, poking holes through the fingers on my gloves. So that's what I asked for. Let's see who else is in here. Rich said he asked for a pinball machine, but right, if we truly told him what we want to get for Christmas, yeah, we're not going to get it. So that's not what they really are asking. They're asking, what do you want that one I'm willing to get for you, and two that I can afford to get for you, right? That's what they're really asking. Um, Half a dozen says dads never get the dope gifts, right? Because we can just buy, we can buy whatever we want. So it's like yeah, we got to buy the dope gifts for ourselves, right? That is the truth. Jason said, I just bought a new belt myself. Mine was in horrific shape. Yeah, all of my belts are there. I'm happy to go through my closet, throw out all the belts because the belts, none of those are, you can't even give those away. Those things are horrible. Um, I'm take all these 36 and the 138 waist pants out of there because I was looking for these newer pants that I got, and I'm trying to find them in this. I got a whole closet of pants on the hangers, and I couldn't find them. So I got to pull all that junk out. And then on the shirt sides, like this is a large shirt, but it's really a small large. And this is one of the few shirts that can just fit me. I've had to go out and buy some new shirts as well, from an XL to a medium. Um, so let me just do this here. So photo, go to Google Photos, I guess. Let's see. That's not the right account. But yeah, so the shirt size has gone down from XL to basically a medium. So my whole closet is useless. Now, yeah, Jason. So I do the same thing. I have a Amazon list. Let me look at my Amazon list because that Amazon wish list is so long. Where do I go to cart? And then I go to wish list, right? So how many things I have? I have 168 things in my wish list. And a lot of these things I've already purchased, I guess. Some of them I haven't. Uh, I thought I had a electric vehicle on my wish list. Now, what I do need, which I'm not going to expect them to buy, I have electric tools for snowblower, leaf blower, lawnmower, all those tools for the yard. And the battery, my biggest battery died. I've had this thing for like 8 years, and it's died. It just died. So I need to get a new battery for my Ego electric products, and those things are not cheap for the battery. Let me just see if Amazon has this Ego electric battery. Battery 56, 7.5. I think 7.5 is what I need to get. $269. I don't know if those are remakes. So it's $354 for what I need to get. Let me pull this out of here. So let's split the screen and share screen. I can share a window. Okay. So yeah, so this is what I need. I mean, I need and want. And I need to add this to my list. Add to cart. No thanks. But that's what I need because the snow is coming. I had a little bit of preview the other day, and oh, they got a 10 hertz, 10 $449. Goodness. I probably can't use the third generation one. What up? What up, Goofy Foot? Let's see here. Turn this off. All right. Yep. We gift ourselves all year. So yep. I've lost weight since. So Cleveland. I was just starting a 40-day. I was preparing for the 30 days. So I did this 30-day thing called 30 Days with Dr. Joe, and I was practicing in Cleveland. I was practicing eating 4 meals a day, under 400 calories per meal, um, drinking half my body weight in ounces of water a day, um, eating within the first hour and every 3 hours after. So that's the regimen I was on, and avoiding processed foods, pastas, breads, but each meal having protein, carbs, and healthy fats. So it wasn't missing anything. Um, Actually, was eating more than I ever ate, but I'm eating them early. I'm done by the time I leave work, and so I just have my evenings. My wife don't have to worry about cooking in the evenings. I'm done with my meals, so it's been working out pretty good. And I lost 40 plus pounds. So, um, yep. So I lost. I just started when I was practicing. I lost 10 pounds, and so I kind of added on 5 pounds coming out of Cleveland, just so I wouldn't go into this program at a deficit. Because I had to lose 10 pounds in this program, I wasn't sure what I was going to lose. Um, but yeah, definitely lost weight since Cleveland. Um, a medium. Yep, I need a slim medium for sure. Or I could do a slim large, and it won't look too bad. Um, so I brought my own gifts from Glenn's family. Don't understand arcade mods. Hey, thanks, Rich. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I think I just shared the secret. That's it. I've shared it with a lot of people. And the one gal at work, she started doing it. She says she's lost 10 pounds already. Um, it's just changing what you eat. It's not from exercise at all, which exercise has definitely improved the numbers, but the 40 pounds is strictly from changing my diet and eating healthier, eating better. Um, and because I'm eating my 4 meals under 400 calories by the time I leave work, my body's getting all the fuel it needs, and then I'm basically fasting. So I'm eating the food when I'm most active, and then when I get off, when I'm least active, uh, I'm not adding to that. My body gets to process that, so my metabolism is working harder. Blood pressure is back to normal, no longer type 1. Is that what's called? Type 1, stage 1 hypertension. No longer stage 1 hypertension. So that's fantastic. Off those meds. Um, so I am delighted about that. Um, so Goofy Phil said I lost 40 pounds by eating breakfast religiously and no bread and starch. Yep. Yep. So each meal I have has protein, carbs, vegetables, and fruits, and then healthy fats like olive oil, cheese, nuts, raw nuts, for my fat. Unless I cook, my protein and fat, or if I saute my vegetables in olive oil. But most of the time I'm doing the olive oil spray, which is 0 calories. Um, but the food never tasted better. I'm basically eating one word foods, right? I'm eating chicken, turkey, you know. Um, I just did what I cooked yesterday. I cooked, what do you call those little, not cauliflower, what do you call those? Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts? They're little round things, right? Brussels sprouts. Why is that not sounding right? But I think it is right. Um, and so I have been feeling real good. I went running the other day. It was so effortless. I'm like, oh, that's why I liked running. No problem running. Where I just was slowly not liking it anymore. And the nice thing I'm just cooking regular food, right? I'm cooking broccoli. I'm cooking spinach. I'm cooking zucchini, chicken, salmon, all kinds of fish. Everything's just healthy. I'm doing food prep, so I'll just prep for the house. Just make all the if people come in and grab one to go, I'll keep an eye on it. If I need to cook some more, I'll cook some more. Um, so that's been great. So everybody loves it because everybody's eating healthier. You can just grab a meal anytime, no matter what time of the day. And the biggest misconception that I've seen when talking to people about now that I'm eating better and I'm talking about this stuff, because before I was just eating, wasn't talking about it, and didn't wasn't thinking about it, is that the marketing folk has been so successful with our brains that they've conditioned us that we have to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner, and in those classifications we have to eat certain things. So we have to eat sausages and eggs and bacon and all that stuff for breakfast, and then we lunch I gotta eat a maybe a salad, or a certain thing, and then dinner time I have to eat certain things, when those are just marketing terms to get you to buy certain things. Your body just needs fuel. It's just nourishment. It needs food. That your body doesn't know anything about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast just means it's the first meal to break your fast, but we get sucked into those marketing things. So now we're eating unhealthy. Like my wife, I said, "Why don't you grab a meal for breakfast?" I don't eat. I don't eat salmon and spinach for breakfast. I gotta eat oatmeal or blah blah blah. For I'm like, okay, but we're just so conditioned. Hey everybody, what up, Jay? What up, Jr. Um, yeah, it just don't make any sense. So you just bought the 4K Legends? Oh man, I saw that yesterday. Attack from Mars. That is a, a lovely, lovely thing. I'm glad they're doing that one. Uh, so yeah, that will be on my list if somebody's gonna buy me what I want to have. Um, but yeah, that Attack from Mars looks pretty cool. Uh, Attack from Mars at games. Let's see what we got out here. Uh, so let's share this. Attack from Mars. I really wish my I would get my thing going. I'm still enjoying my VPN, but obviously the screen is bigger sitting right next to me. I need to get off my butt. Maybe I'll get it done this Christmas. This looks so much better than the ALU, the ALP one. Um, yep, for sure. Best design so far out of the bunch. And for anybody that's just wanting to do VPN, a VPX, and put a computer in it or near or next to it, I mean, this is just an awesome thing. I wish they would. I hadn't seen this thing in person, but I wish they would just put the all those inputs on the back of the back glass, or even on the bottom of the back glass, right? You know what I mean? Instead of having it on the front. Can we get a side picture? You can see like they don't really have one of the side of the, because the back glass look like it goes it's off the back, right? So that would be the perfect place for you to plug wires in, where it would be behind the computer and behind it. So hopefully they do that on the next one. Because all those controls need to be on the back of the glass like that. Uh, Clean AF for sure. Uh, just got back from Costco. Pac-Man XL are all gone. Uh, and let's see what else is going on. I've been staring at this design for a year and a half, so I'm holding out for the next license, like Twilight Zone, the Creatures from the Black Lagoon. Um, well, I mean that's a good thing. It looks like they are definitely reskinning this and making those tables available. So that's a good thing. So um, it comes down. I mean, really, it comes down to the games. I mean, we obviously want the cabinet to look what's going to look nice in our man cave and our home. Um, and Attack from Mars definitely is one I would definitely want to have. Of the ones they released so far, this is by far the favorite. Uh, as you guys may know, I'm a big fan of the traditional tables, not so much, the FX3 with all the extra bells and whistles and ball trails and stuff like that. I don't really like those. Um, but I mean, we're talking modern pinball. I mean, I would rather the DMD to be down where that FX Legends 4K banner was there. Um, or just go ahead and put some controls on it. It would just look so much better. But at least they got rid of the branding on the top. This thing looks nice. This thing looks nice. Let me catch up on some of the chats. I appreciate you guys spending a little time. Merry Christmas, everyone that's just joining in. Um, but for me, it's the tables plus the look. Yeah, like I said, it's important that it looks. I mean, this thing looks crazy. You got the little saucers on the speakers, on the speaker grills. This looks nice. Right, absolutely. I haven't really played. I have the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the table. I just don't understand the rules, the objectives, so I need to play that more. Um, I have the backlash with the lady that's being carried by the monster that's nude. I'm a man. Um, yeah. So that's the thing. I'm glad they're partnering with FX because these much better tables. And see the the add-ons on their Attack from Mars table. It's subtle. You got the Army Man coming in there, and it's not bad at all. I like the recreations. Right, it's all about the recreation of the real tables over those made up tables that they just take total liberties with. I definitely like the recreation, so I would love to see. I'd love for you guys to get the Creature from Black Lagoon, and I imagine with all these we'll be able to buy these tables and put them on the table of our choice for of the branding and skinning. Um, uh, but yeah, this is by far they're going down the right track, and I've been saying for a long time, ALP 2.0 instead of calling it 2.0, they're calling it 4K. Uh, this is a great thing for anybody that just wants to buy a cabinet and be able to just turn it on and play. It's great for those who are interested in VPX because hell, you got a great table, 3 screens, great size. Um, right off the bat, you don't even have to mod it too much. But people put lights on it and all kinds of bells and whistles. But it's a great start for even someone that wants to, um, go serious hardball into VPX or their own digital virtual table. Go Lions for sure. 10-4. The boys are doing it. Um, so we play the Vikings divisional game. We play the Vikings 2 more times. One the next game Sunday uh, in Minneapolis. In Minneapolis. Then we play Saturday night against those fake D boys. Uh, D versus D. Detroit going to Dallas. That's going to be a great game. Prime time. We have a great record this year for prime time games, and these guys have been playing pretty good. They have their off games, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully, the Lions can win out the next 3 in the season with a bang. The regular season with a bang, and carry that momentum into the playoffs. I got high hopes, and I'm rooting for those boys. So Nate was asking about the medieval madness. Merry Christmas, Devil Waldo. How you doing? Great. Congratulations on your journey. You and your wife as well. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean the Snoopy. I mean Snoopy's a brand that's widely known for people in our generations, but it's not widely known for me in the respects of pinball. So again, I was always around pinball growing up, but I didn't play it because it was too risky to put my quarter or dollars into that. So I didn't enjoy it then. So um, I enjoy it now because of VPX. So I definitely love the uh, the idea that they're bringing these pinball tables to a new audience as well as fan favorites to be able to enjoy this without having to spend 8 to 20 grand for a real pinball machine. You get to enjoy some pinball. What up, Biggie D? What is going on? Am I buying this? No, it's not in the budget currently, and my wife still has me on a no new cabinet in the house. I would have to get rid of something. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting rid of my regular ALP for the new one, um, but that way it would have to be a switch out like that where I'm trading something. But I definitely want this. Oh, I want this very bad. This is a great table. I love this concept. I love what they're doing. Um, I got this one because of the size and but I was never happy with the shape of the original one. The front was too narrow. Um, but they got it together, and I was always hoping for Pinball 2.0 to be released by X Games, and they are doing that. Um, so no, I am not buying this, but I hope to. Maybe somebody will buy it and be like, I shouldn't have bought this, and they put it on the marketplace, and I could buy it cheaper. Who knows? Cowboys are 10-4. The Lions are 10-4. There's going to be a tiebreaker. Well, we're going to win our next one. Maybe they lose the next one. Who knows? But um, I'm hoping the Lions can win out the regular season here. What's going on, Thor KC? Happy holidays. Just chilling. Just no particular topic. Whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what we're talking about. Jason says, I have no interest in artwork tables. Snoopy and Star Wars Marvel would be all custom pinballs and no recreation. Um, half a dozen. What's going on, half a dozen? I just realized who you are. Met you in Cleveland, brother. Um, have a feeling they'll do Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones. Yeah, all the things that make sense. Um, it's going to help to keep moving them because if you think about it, the ALU has been the same thing pretty much, and they re-release them periodically, and and I haven't seen one in my local Sam's Club in a while, but I know um, they still release them. But if you can release the same system and rebrand it to spark new interest and people that who didn't buy the previous, it just makes sense. And they have some great titles and great tables that they can scan these cabinets for. So um, that's just sustain them for a while. And like anything, once they go through it again, they can reintroduce those same skins later down the line to new customers. Obviously, the spoiled guys, elitists, right? The privileged few will be complaining that they're regurgitating the same tables and I already have the tables and I don't want those ones because they can't buy. But everything's not for us. We want other people, new people, to have the same experience that we have. I put up a little quick, like 13-second short on my Killer Instinct Pro, and a couple people came. I was like, man, that cabinet got so much crap. But it was a great cabinet for sure. But people like, they're charging too much for everything, and man, the beginning of 2018, our our game rooms look totally different. I know mine did. Most of our game rooms looked totally different prior to 2018, before Arcade One Up came on the scene. Um, so, any complaints that people give, I think, are unwarranted because these guys make some great products. They've always made mistakes with their products and had some errors and stuff to be corrected, but they didn't just say, I'm gonna keep releasing this garbage. I'm keep trying to improve upon it, and my hat's off to them. And hopefully they keep being innovated, showing innovation and making improvements over time. Um, let's catch up with the comments. Currently pretty hooked on my AOPM. Yeah, like I said, I can turn this computer on, hook that thing up. I just gotta take some time to set up everything because I just hadn't set up the reprogram the buttons to be able to work, and that's my biggest thing. Let's see here, Nate. The DMD is a little small though. Yeah, like I said earlier, I would actually like because you can have some make some improvements on the original thing, right? Because it's not the original thing. I would rather have the DMD right there where the FX Legends 4K plate is. I would rather have the plate there, uh, and the DMD there. That way you can look down and actually see it without taking your eyes too far off the play field. But you know, I mean, on mine with the Bobby Voot thing, if I ever get this daggone thing up and running, the DMD is the original screen, so that thing is huge for the DMD. So it's definitely much bigger on mine than it would be on this one. But I definitely like the shape of this thing. Yeah, it should be. For real, who's going to buy that Dinosaur Dynasty one? Yeah, yeah. I don't see. So Biggie D, are you in the Dallas? No, you're in Arizona, right? You're the Cardinals. What team are you? Let's see here. It does make me long for a larger form factor a little bit, but should keep me occupied for a while. The 4K is nice, but I can wait. Yeah, I mean you already have the regular one, so it's a little. If you already have one, it's hard to justify, right? Yeah, the KI is Pro is definitely awesome machine. Half a dozen. Did you change out your sticks? I only changed out the player one. I have the other player two's sticks over here in my drawer. I just hadn't done it. Uh, right. What up, Paul? Welcome to the live, man. Yeah, prior to 2019, didn't have a game room, right? I mean, you guys should see. Let me see if I can find a picture here. This my game room was ridiculous. Photos. Let's see if I can find. I don't know if this is in here. Search for TV. I don't know if you guys ever saw. If I've ever seen. I'm not logged into the right profile. It's gonna make me sign in. Let's see. Um, photos. Let's see if I can find TV. My game room was horrific. My man cave had all this space with nothing good to put in its space. Uh, we would have to go back a few years. Prior to 2000, let's go back to 2018. Here we go. So this is January 1st, 2000. What this thing? What? Oh, because I'm only sharing that one screen. Let me close that. Um. Oh shoot. When I switch over to my new user, it switches. So let me see. I will have to share. I have to share this window here. Okay. share. All right, so this was my game room prior to this was January. Let me take a All right, so this was my game room prior. This was January 1st of 2018. So I just had all these boxes of gadgets that I had, and some gadgets stacked on them. That was my wall, instead of having arcade cabinets. So to say that Arcade One Up saved my game room from craziness is an understatement. Um, so okay, so I have the IL sticks. Yep, that's what I have. My KI Pro. Just on the player one, need to put them in. Okay, Nate has a question. It says downtown holiday festivities worth checking out. Absolutely, yeah. So we went down a few weeks back for. They got the big tree down there, beautiful, for taking pictures. That there's tons of places to eat. Um, also, and they have these pop up shops that you can go to right there in Campus Marshes. Um, but Detroit doesn't have enough stuff where you can just say get out the code and go into, because we don't have a mall downtown. You have all these buildings, but most of them are closed. You know, they're not. I'm not saying closed like abandoned, but the lobbies are closed, right? Because they're for offices, and then they have the lobbies closed at night. Um, so unless you're going to a bar or a restaurant, and there's plenty of bars and restaurants that are open at night, there's really no place to get out of the cold. Then now they do have the lodge. So the night I went, it was thousands of people. Uh, so they have a lodge. They have a midtown where they have like bumper cars, slide. So they have a lot of cool stuff right there around Campus Marshes. So it's definitely working out. The night we went, it was long lines to get into the lodge where you could go in, get out the cold. They have fireplaces, things like that. So it's definitely a lot going on downtown. Definitely worth the drive from Toledo, um, Nate, to come enjoy. Um, TMC and why I don't like XL cabs. Well, this is a Pro cab, so it's a little different than XL. Uh, but I love the size. I mean, you can't really see that, but that thing is a great size. I wish all of them were XL in my cabinet, in my thing, because they're still. I mean, I can't really move. I can't really move the Pro by myself very far. Like I could pick up all the other ones, right? Um, and you can't split it off like you can with the others and carry the riser and the cabinet separately, right? So the XLs did. It doesn't make a difference for the XLs and the Pro to be able to move around by yourself. Okay, so Graham Gals, you're a big Cowboys fan. Now, growing up, I was a Steeler fan, diehard. I had my Steelers lunchbox in elementary school. This was the era of Terry Bradshaw. Most of you guys know him as an announcer sports announcer on TV. He was quarterback for the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers. Lynn Swan, Mean Joe Green. Well, it was all kinds of guys. That was the team. That was the team that was dominating them all. Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s, mid 70s. So I'm a big Steelers fan, but a diehard Lions fan. Back then, when I was a Steelers fan, I didn't even know the Lions existed. To be honest with you. Um, so Paul said his game room was a Nintendo Wii and a Switch. I don't know. My Wii just stopped. It would just not. It would like brick and wouldn't turn on. You had to jump through this whole ritual to get power back on. So we kind of just. Uh, I still have it somewhere sitting in a box somewhere, but I would like to pull out that Wii and be able to play some bowling and some boxing and Wii Sports. I used to have a ball with that Wii. The Switch, I never played mine on TV. Played it, I think, once. Um, Adam's Family's delayed until what somebody said. Pickety. The Adams Family is delayed until February. Yeah, okay, well, February's right around the corner. Um, let's see. Are we getting any more cabs before December 31st? Yeah, I think we'll live with a slight delay. So Jason says, prior to COVID, I was entirely focused on just retro consoles and game collecting. I've been doing that for about 10 to 12 years. I've been downsizing much this year. Yeah, so I don't know. In my picture, I'm sure there is a, I can't really see it in that picture, but I know I had a Raspberry Pi. I know I had a Raspberry Pi in this mix um, somewhere. And on that Raspberry Pi, I definitely had, I definitely had retro games on that retro Pi that I could dual boot. I had a dual boot system. I could either boot to the Kodi side and watch movies, or I can boot to the retro gaming sides. But I wanted to stand at a cabinet. I didn't want to sit on a couch or sit on a chair and play at all. Oh, Carl, I didn't see you in there. All right, let's see. Let me catch up. It says for sure, steel curtain defense. So yeah, I didn't see any of the shows about CES, but I did. I get an email blast, and anything with Arcade One Up comes, I get the headlines, and I saw a lot of people saying all these CES, don't panic, this, that, and the other. Um, but yeah, I hadn't watched any of the things. Why is everyone fixated on Arcade One Up and CES? None of the others are there, and they haven't officially been there in years. Right? CES is barely even been in existence for a while, right? Since COVID. Um, a lot of companies are pulled away. This is a consumer electronics show. It's not really a gaming uh, convention. It's just electronics, right? Um, Consumer electronics show. So yeah, I know they got bigger things, and I'm sure the cost of it is a factor as well. Oh, thanks, Paul, man. I appreciate that, man. Merry Christmas. Super chat, $20. Carl, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope you get to enjoy some time off this year. I appreciate that, Paul. Um, yeah, I'm off tomorrow, and then I work Friday, and then I'm off next week, and then the first. So I get a week and a day. Um, so I what do you guys do for Christmas? I know a lot of families, once the grandparents are gone, somebody didn't pick up the tradition of carrying it on. Do you guys go visit family for Christmas? Is your household the meeting spot for the holidays? Do you try to see family, or are you a lone wolf on Christmas um, and just stay home and avoid all the hustle and bustle? What do you guys do? Uh, what we do, we're doing something new this year. We're doing a brunch on Saturday. All the nieces and nephews come over, and various other people come over for brunch. That's an early uh, meal and family time for Saturday morning or afternoon. But our tradition, annual tradition for Christmas is Christmas Eve. We is family time, and we play these games. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Minute to Win It, a Minute to Win It games, but it was a game show. Uh, I don't know if I can. At least I think it was a game show, Minute to Win It, and you just played with like everyday common items like office supplies and just regular stuff that's around the house. You play these games, and so we do that. we do that every year. Um, I'll give you some examples. So one game we put like a stocking cap on our head. We put a ball down in the foot area, right? You fit this stocking on your head, and then you set up these water bottles like bowling pins. And you set those up, and then you put the stocking cap on with the ball, and then you swing the ball to see who can knock down all of the water bottles uh, the fastest. Can you get a strike? You know, so that's one game. And then you do the cotton balls. You got to pick it up off the wooden floor with a spoon without touching your hand, and race back without it falling off the spoon to get into your little container. Whoever has the most cotton balls at the end of that wins that. Other games are like the matching game. So you have cups all around the house, and you lift up the cup, and it could be a tennis ball or a ping pong ball under the cup, and then pick up another cup. It may have a quarter, and so it has all these different items, and you have to find the matches. So you run it back and forth, and other people are getting there too. So you might find a match, but by the time, so you cannot pick up the cup unless you found the other match, and so, and then whoever gets the highest number of matches, they win that game. So that's one example. Um, we have an island in the kitchen, and we'll tape like cups on the cliff on the other side that you can't see, and you roll the ping pong ball. You got to try and get it to roll across the island into one of the cups, and whatever prize is in the cup could be $20, could be $2, could be a $2 bill, could be, you know, all these different prizes. And so that's one game. So it's a series of these games that we play. Uh, Tons of fun. Um, and then midnight, everybody opens up their stocking and see what's in the stocking. And everybody goes to bed. And Christmas morning, we all wake up and open up our Christmas gifts from under the tree. So that's been our tradition for the last few years, decades. Um, and the girls, now their boyfriends are coming over and joining in those festivities. So a pretty good time. So let's see what you guys are doing for the holidays, and what up. Let's see here. My aunt and uncle, our kids' godparents are coming down for a few days this weekend. We don't have a lot of family here, so it's more friends and occasional out of town family. Um, what up, Michael B? We're doing a show Christmas Eve. Aren't you free? I not Christmas Eve. No, I won't be free Christmas Eve. That's for certain. I might be free Friday. I don't know. I don't know just yet with Friday, but definitely not Christmas Eve. What up, Michael B? Um, see what else. Anybody else enjoy saying what they're doing for Christmas? Nope. They're all on the CES bandwagon there. Okay. Um, yeah. So I'm excited about Christmas. I'm excited for everyone being here. Of course, the arcade's going to be on, uh, and everyone that comes in here on Saturday is going to get to enjoy the arcade. I'll definitely have the shooter up. I'm not sure if I'm going. I guess I'll have to have the retro shooter up because that allows people to play two-player games. Uh, my gun for IR, I only have one gun, and that's the most expensive gun, so that won't be for general populace, right? And so the retro shooter, I'll have that set up with a few guns, and I like the Fidel build that I purchased and he set up for me. I like that with the retro shooter gun, you can control everything. You can only thing you can't do is exit from the game, and so I'll have to see if I can program like a double button press to abort the game. But otherwise, you can go through the menu and pick your games and launch the games right from the gun. So that's pretty cool. But I have a little small keyboard over there, a Bluetooth that has an escape button that they can exit out of the game. So So that should be a big hit this holiday with the light gun games because everybody that's come over so far, my neighbors, my buddies, it's been a hit. And I'm not playing all of the Duck Hunt and all those old school. I'm playing all the more modern, awesome looking games. Time Crisis 5, House of the Dead 4, Scarlet's, and the I'm not playing the T2 that you guys have bought on the arcade one up. I'm playing the Termination. Was it T2 Terminator Salvation? You know what I mean? So much more modern games. Um, so you turn on all your arcades individually, or you got them hooked up? No, I have a. Hey Google, turn on the arcade. I probably turned on a few of you guys' arcades. Um, Now you know some of these. Um, 1 second. So I know. So Google will turn on the arcade machines and the lights. If I say turn on the arcade, um, but you know certain games like the newer ones, like the Pro KI Pro, the NBA Jam, the ones that have that doesn't have the hard switch. You have that soft power button, like Blitz, like KI Pro, like NBA Jams. I have to turn those on manually, even though they're now powered. The power is going to them. I still have to do that. Um, so I think you guys were talking about some diets. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's the bottom line, right? You gotta take in, you gotta burn more than what you're taking in, right? Um, if you want to lose weight. Uh, Nova Blast, no way. I'm not sure what Nova Blast is. I've heard the term, but I don't know personally what that is. Let's see. You guys, you're sending today. Playing what's HOD? House of the Dead. Okay, House of the Dead and Big Buck. Now, yeah, pick now Big Buck Pro. I'm really enjoying Big Buck Pro. I had never played that game before. Um, is that game is at the spot? So at the spot I go for my after bike ride, you know, uh, dining and drink. They have uh, they have the the Golden Tee and the Big Buck Hunter, and I've played Golden Tee there because people leave money in it occasionally. But no one's ever left money in the Big Buck, so I haven't played that there. Um, but I really enjoy that the Pro. That's a lot of fun. That's the one where they got the live girls and talk about the whitetails um, with their innuendos. But that's a pretty cool game. I'm enjoying that. Never really played in the buck hunter. Uh, Got to get a config file for the send it to work on the iArcade. Right. Uh oh. Yep. Got to be careful about using those commands. Yeah. Salvation is T2 salvation is a lot of fun. I tried playing the regular Terminator one that came with the arcade one up, and that is not exciting to me at all. Uh, I don't know. A lot of those rail shooters where it's just unlimited bullets, and I kind of prefer the ones where you have to be a little more accurate and get some shots. Although the House of the Dead, I think one of the Time Crisis do have that like unlimited bullet thing, but I think the House of the Dead Scarlet lets you pick your gun, but that's a nice little difference there. Oh, that Nova Blast for $1,000. Nah, I have no interest in that. No, you don't have to worry about any bobcats or cougars or anything up there in the mountains. Some bears, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Um, what's going on, Steve? Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you as well. We're just talking. We're just hanging out. You know, Michael B didn't have a live show tonight, so I said I'm gonna come on and say hi to everybody. Um, I did check and see if there's anybody live. I would have probably jumped on with them, but just wanted to come say hi to you guys and see how you guys were doing, what you had planned for the holidays. Hope you guys all get some time off to enjoy doing something or doing nothing. Um, I was trying to get the Blue Estate to get two players on that one, but I couldn't get that patch to work. So I might play around with that while I'm off tomorrow. Um, yeah, like I told everybody else, man, I have everything I need. Um, I purchased a couple of light gun discs, so that took up some cash. Um, where I could already had most of those games for free, but you know, I like contributing to the community, and I wanted to get the experience of doing it myself, having someone else do it, and none of the solutions are perfect, right? Every solution out there for light guns comes with some type of concession. Um, whether you do it yourself, it means you got more time. You got to figure things out. If you buy it from someone else, even their bills aren't perfect, and then if if there's some things they need to fix, then you still got to be on their list, and they're selling more of those things. And but there's a guy that I'm interested in. He has this thing called Retro Beast. He just came out with a light gun version. So Retro Beast, he has like a crazy 16 terabyte arcade build that has like every arcade game on every platform, and I'm saying using the word every loosely, but there's literally hundreds and thousands of games on every system. You pull up every system, any system, he's got it. Whether it's driving games, fighting games, shooting games, it's called Retro Beast, and you can buy it all at once or buy discs, the additional discs over time. But he has a light gun build that he's doing, and I like to check it out because he's got some scripts in there. I'm looking for, is there something a solution in the community where you can hook these guns up to a PC and get a nearly plug and play system, right? To be able to share with people so that they can not have to be a techie and figure it out. So that's what's on my list, uh, is to have a light gun solution that's plug and play that you can just buy. Uh, and I'm not saying you necessarily have to buy the guns and the system together, but um, that's what's on my list. But there's nothing on my list that I'm expecting someone to buy because I have I have lofty wants and desires. So um, all I asked for this year are some belts because I went from a 38 to a 32 waist. So I need a belt or two. Give me a black one and a brown one, and that'll do. Um, and some gloves for the winter cold. So you only have deer to worry about out there with the dogs. Great, great. Um, what now? So what do you guys have on your hit? So if you guys can put in the comments, what are the your realistic ask this year for Christmas, and if the sky was the limit, what would you want for Christmas this year? So what is your realistic want that is more likely that someone would actually buy for you, and what is the thing that you know no one would buy for you but you want for Christmas? So I'll start. Um, So I could have anything, if I sat on a fat white guy's lap, and after that violation, he said I can have whatever I want. I would I would want an electric vehicle. I would want an electric vehicle, and if I get my pick of it, I don't know. I'm not really a car guy like that. I actually wanted the F-150, um, and I was on the list for that. I was on the list for the um, the Tesla super truck. So I want a electric vehicle. But if I was by myself, I would buy one thing. But if I was getting it for free, right? Santa said I could have it. I would get something more luxurious, something bigger. But I don't know. So I'm just gonna say I would say I'm just gonna say the Mustang. No, because I want a truck. I want a truck. Are there any SUV? Are there any electric SUVs available that are big size, not a little tiny boat? Um, but that's what I want. I would want an electric vehicle. I don't know what it was, but that if that's what I would want, that I know I wouldn't get from somebody. Um, so let's see what. So on the shopping list is the Stern Godzilla. Yep, yep. I've been playing that on my VPX. A lot of fun. I played it when we were in Cleveland, and I would need to play a little more. The Rav4. Okay, okay, Paul. Toyota has the Rav4 Prime. Okay, that's electric. I don't mind. I don't mind a Toyota product. I owned a Toyota Camry at one time. It's only Toyota, I believe. Yes, that's the only one I had that for a 2-year lease, and that car was nice. It was that Camry was really nice. I forget what year I had. Maybe a '95, somewhere around that time. Yeah, Nate, I love me some vinyl. I have me a little collection over here. I'm in I'm in one milk crate and maybe a quarter, but they're all on one crate. It's just stacked on top. Um, I have some great music, of a great variety of music. I also have some great comedy, some Red Fox, um, some Richard Pryor, some Mama Mama Maysby, some Bill Cosby, young Bill Cosby, some Flip Wilson. So I have some comedy on vinyl there, but a lot of jazz, a lot of great music. You know what? While I'm up tomorrow, I'm gonna put that phonograph up on the table. I'm gonna sit my Google Home Max on the floor and put the record player on top and spin some vinyl this holiday. So the Quest 3, yes, Quest 3 is a nice thing. That might someone might get that for you. I don't know. The Rivian, my neighbor has one. It just it just looks so it just looks so funky to me. Those headlights, it's just I don't know. But I know they probably need to buy some Rivians because I think they're hurt a little bit. Um, but yeah, I heard it's a great truck, but it's just the look of it. You know what? I really like the Ford. It's the Bronco, the new Bronco. If the Bronco was electric, um, I would like I would like the electric Ford Bronco. I like the style. I like the look of that. Though I think it, in every I don't know if I don't know if every decade or every decade, but there's certain cars that just inevitably becomes a girl car, and you guys could probably shoot off in the comments some what you believe some of those cars are. But there's certain cars that weren't designed to be quote unquote a girl car, but the women flock to certain cars. And I think the Bronco is one of those vehicles that they get snatched up because the women are just a lot of women are just going to buy those Broncos, especially the sport one. Um, it's like the what's it, like the Chrysler Sebring, that car. Mostly women bought that car. Um, Even the Toyota Camry, a lot of women bought that Camry. Yeah. Um, but yeah, jazz and soul, yeah, for sure. I got plenty of that. The Bronco definitely is nice. Richard Pryor, definitely a game changer. Red Fox too, man. Red Fox. Most of us know Red Fox from the Sanford and Son TV show, but he was a stand-up comedian, and that guy was pretty darn. He was a beast. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Flip Wilson, but Flip Wilson, he used to have a show, the Philip Wilson Show, back in the '70s. He used to be on TV. He would dress up as this girl, this lady, Geraldine, I think her name was. What you see is what you get. And the computer industry swiped that phrase and used it for WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, right? But that's a term that Flip Wilson coined back in the '70s here. What you see is what you get. Just got my wife a. Oh, yep. uh, just got my. You got your wife a Toyota Cyan. So how you pronounce it? Senia. Sania. I don't know how you pronounce that. Why say? Why is it? What do you mean killer vehicle? Just got my wife Toyota killer vehicle. Oh, it means it's cool. It's the shit, right? Okay. Um, but yeah, man. I I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys came by and hung out with me. I don't make a lot of videos. I've made the most videos this time of year, and I still have some videos yet to make. So I'll be going live over the holidays. I'm gonna have some time. And now that my challenge now, because my daughter, she's making videos, and she's wanting to use my computer because you got this big giant wide 34-inch wide curved screen, and computer can process the videos quickly. And so I have to share. I had to kick her off. Tonight. I'm like, hey, I want to get on my computer. I want to shoot the gun a little bit. So that's the where I'm at with the shooters. Like, okay, it's great. I like being on the big screen TV, but it has to have a dedicated box. I see that. I thought, put it on my computer, and that's great. But you got to be able to play it without tying up my computer. So um, it'd be different. It'd be different if, like with the shooter, you can't like do something else in the background. Um, but yeah, that's what she said there. um, but yeah, I'll definitely give you guys some more time over the holidays. Definitely look for it. I may announce it. I may not. I usually don't. Just jump on whenever I get some time. Um, but yeah, but definitely, guys, uh, spend some time doing something that you want to do. Make sure you spend some time with family. If I've learned anything, we all have different journeys, but we all have routes that we're on. And losing my best friend Sean over a year ago now, and now Greg, it's like, man, we have to cherish in these relationships, because these relationships aren't forever. We got to spend time with people while they're alive, and enjoy these relationships, whether it's friends, whether it's family. It doesn't matter. It's about the relationships, because there's people that are family that we don't have a lot of relationship with, and there's friends that we may not have, but cherish the relationships that you have. Create some new relationships that you can, even if it's just going to the to your hangout spot. But yeah, that was a tough loss because even my dad, which was a tough loss. Sean was a bigger loss because I had more relationship, right? Dad raised you, you go off to school, you go out and start your own family, and you see and love and interact. But my boy Sean, we interact, if not a daily, at least nearly daily, every other day. On any given week, it could be every. And even if we didn't see each other, because I couldn't hang around with him because he was out there, I couldn't hang out with him in person because I had to avoid that. But that was my boy since fourth grade, and we had a great friendship. Um, and another friend, I just reconnected with another friend that I known just as long as Sean, and we every time we would see each other, we would say, "We need to get together and have a drink or have some dinner or whatever," and we never would. And after losing Sean and Greg, we was like, "Man, let's get together," because we keep saying it. Because next thing we know, one of us is going to be gone, and we never get together. So we got together Friday. That's why I wasn't on the show with the guys. We got together for dinner. My wife and him and his wife had a fantastic time. Went out and had some good food, and had great conversation, great food. The drinks, some of them thought they watered down a little bit, but a place called Brentwood Grill used to be called Stephen Rockies in Novi, Michigan. Food was fantastic. Um, Great time. We looked up, and 4 hours had passed, and we closed down the restaurant. But we had a ball. We had a ball. And then him and I got together the next day on Saturday night. We had the Lions against the Broncos. Went over to his place, beautiful place he has out there, and enjoyed the game, enjoyed the conversation, talking about everything under the sun. So it was good to be able to reacquaint. We hadn't kept in touch that much over the years, but we were able to plug back in and revitalize that friendship. Um, and I plan to spend time. The ladies hit it off as well, so definitely plan to spend some more time with those guys. But that's what it's about, man. These gadgets, these immaterial, these inanimate items, while they're great and fun, um, there's nothing like real relationship with human beings that you can be out and just have fun, to have great conversations, that you're equally yoked, you're on the same page. And there's nothing wrong with having people in boxes. I'm going to golf with these people, and when I'm with these guys, we're going to have the best fun while we're golfing. I may, play fantasy football with this group, and when we're in there, we're enjoying ourselves. Enjoy these relationships, man, because that's what life is about. It's not about the things we can buy, and it's about the experiences, right? The places we can go with people that we love, the people that we have mutual respect for, that we can conversate and enjoy our time with. That's what life is about, man. And I hope you guys, if you don't have those people in your life, because my buddy Damon, my next door neighbor Durant, you would think we've known each other all our lives, but he's only been here about 2 years, going on his third year. I've been in town here for about 10 years, so I've known Damon for at least 9 of those 10. But I've always been this way, and people call me. I call myself a chameleon, but other people call me, because I can go to any community and blend in and just find fun things to do and fun people that's equally minded, that enjoys life. I can do that, but that came with practice over the years. I moved a lot growing up. I think I mentioned on one of the shows before, I literally went to, I think it's 11 different schools, from kindergarten to high school to 12th grade. We moved around a lot, and so I got a lot of practice of meeting new people, and and having to develop relationships in that short amount of time. Uh, but it's not something that you can't do, because you have to be genuine. You have to be real with your time with people, because people can pick up on people being fake, people being users, right? That only looking to use. Any relationship I get in is a mutual thing. I want us both to enjoy that time together, um, whether we're watching football or going to the games or riding our bikes or whatever the event is, whatever the opportunity is. I'm going to enjoy my time, and hopefully the people around me are doing the same. Um, I appreciate you guys. Yep, things happen, but life goes on, and as long as we have breath, we have opportunity to enjoy each other, enjoy the relationships of the people around us. And I enjoy this relationship I have with you guys. I enjoy being out and come and talk about these common things, to talk about life, and to talk about whatever it is that you guys may want to talk about. I enjoy that. The time I don't have a lot of time to give to it, but the time that I do have with you guys, whether it's Friday night with the Super Game Room dudes, what up, random one, or whether it's these sporadic, live broadcasts. I appreciate you guys having these same passions for retro gaming, for the technology, for the bonding of men. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate you guys. So it's been over an hour. I'm gonna go up here and see what these ladies are doing. And I hope you guys all have a great time. I don't know if I'm going to make it onto the Super Game Room. I don't know if we're having a show. I had a chance to interface with those guys yet. But if we do, and I can be there, I'm definitely going to do that. I don't think we have anything on the agenda for Friday night. And if I do have to work until 4. But if that's possible, I'll see you guys then. If not, I'll see you guys at some point in time during the holiday. And if I don't see you, have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. And if you celebrate none of those things, to celebrate life and celebrate the relationships that you have. And until next time, I'll see you on the web.